Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into the Hourglass greetings. All right. So the sunset and Libra season, it was great, Libras. I enjoyed it. My Libra twins, I hope that you guys really level up. Birthdays are usually my new year. Not the new year, it's my new year. My birthday is usually where I turn a new leaf in my life. It's where I grow up. You know what I'm saying? So big up to all of those Libras that did enjoy their season. They made the most of it. Congratulations and God bless. Now we're being allured, we're being magnetically attracted to the realms of shadows. Scorpio season, eclipse season, there are things that are going to break away, things that are going to be exposed for that shift to happen. We both know that Scorpio, we all know that Scorpio governs the birth, the death, and the rebirth cycle. Some of you, you're very afraid to let things end. It's like, who am I without it? What's going to happen next? That is the beauty here. That is the mystery that you need to kind of embrace. Let it flow. Let it flow. Some of you, you don't know how to do that because you want to stay in control. And that may be a mark of a red flag of yours that you need to work on. So in this Scorpio season, Scorpios are the masters of subtext. So that deals with anything below the surface. Some of you, it's too intense. You run away. How long are you going to keep running from the intensity? What does it say about you? All right, so let's begin. So I want to go down a deeper side. I want to dive deep in the shadows. Some of you, it turns you off, it rattles you, whatever. If this is not for you, it's not for you. Keep it moving. Those of you that want to dive deep, you have that taste for it. You have that palate for it. Good things, good things. So we're trying to we're looking into the abyss to see what the beauty is in the darkness. And then we're going to transmute that beauty into our own light, that white light. So fascination with what happens after death, or plunging or involving yourself in risky behaviors or dangerous situations could be a form of death for you, death to your old self. All right. Some of you may be obsessing with making someone fall in love with you, proving to them that you are the best thing. Some of you, that's coming out of anger and you're being selfish. I'm also getting this vibe that a lot of you are glorifying other people's karma. Karma knows your address as well, honey boo boo. So you're not exempted from anything. All right. Some of you may be working with mental health professionals, or you're getting into that. We have drama therapy. This drama therapy coming into Scorpio season is going to give you a deeper understanding on how to connect with your own emotions, and it's going to kind of bring new perspective to how you see or view other people's emotions. All right. So let's jump into it. What are you silent about, or what are they silent about is what I heard. So the path of shadows. So we're going to take a look at what feelings, what emotions needs your attention right now. Oh shit, where is that deck? All right. We're going to take a look at what baseline. This could be known, both unknown or known. This could be something that's new to you. Maybe a lot of you grew up only knowing 3 different types of emotions, not knowing that there are many other emotions that you could connect to or understand or even use to express who you are. This is the purpose of this deck. So what is the underlying, the baseline feeling, emotion that my viewer needs to pay attention to at this moment in Scorpio season? Here we go. All right, so we could have 2 different groups of people here, 2 different waves, collectives of people, actually 3. Oh my goodness. And some of you could actually resonate with all 3 emotions if needed. So some of you, something doesn't feel safe. And this could be, if you're accustomed to a fast paced life and now you're slowing down, it may not feel safe. If you're accustomed to emotionally avoidant partners or relationships, and now you're getting into a relationship where someone is very intrigued and honestly, genuinely want to know what's going on with you emotionally, it doesn't feel safe. So some of you, you're going to have to overcome the emotions of discouragement. Some of you have a knack of discouraging yourself all the time to stay in your little safety zone. You are afraid to go down mysterious path. Yes, it's dark. Yes, it's things that could be hidden there, honey. And this could also be your subconsciousness. Something is coming up from your subconsciousness, but you're stuffing it down. You're very discouraged with dealing with this thunderstorm. But how long could that safety, I'm hearing kabod? Kabod, what is that? Big up on yourself in the comment box if I even said that right. Your humble kabod. Maybe I heard it on a movie or something. But anyway, some of you are too afraid of living life. You're too afraid of moving beyond what you think is safe. Moving beyond your hometown or moving beyond three different types of destinations is like your higher self or your shadow is calling you to branch out more. Wow. Some of you have a very contained passion, or you're trying to contain this urge, this knowing to do something hopeless. Somebody may be hopelessly in love with you, but they're discouraged. They may have gotten hurt in the past. I'm also hearing that somebody loves with all of their might. When they love hard and they got hurt. So they're afraid to go down some sort of path here. Somebody's afraid to face their shadow. They're playing it small. They don't want to get hurt. Some of you may be dealing with very fearful, pessimistic individuals that was defeated from an early age. They're projecting that on you. So it kind of forces you to stay in your safety zone because you're either conversating, delegating with people about your goals and your ideas, and they're like, oh no, that's too hard, that's too much work, and that's too far, and who are you going to go with? How are you going to go alone? So it's like, oh my gosh, they're bombarding you with their own fright. There's a voyage, there's a quest that somebody is being drawn to go on, but they're not feeling protected or even safe to do so. They were defeated in the near. I'm hearing they think they're going to be defeated in the future. Hopeless about something. I'm also, okay, so the next question is, how does this feeling or emotions, these baseline emotions, manifest in your present life? What are these feelings manifesting in your life right now? These are soul homework questions for you to kind of sit down. Those of you that are really into your soul care, you have journals and all that good stuff, get it out. Get those pens out. Get those highlighters out. Whatever, sticky notes, whatever you got going on. Get that pretty pen out. Let's see my pen. Where's my pen? Get that pretty pen out. Get that pretty pen. Get your little tabs. Get your tabs and shit. Get your highlighters out. I'm just fucking with y'all. Or you could, let me use my little thing. I'm too much, y'all. I'm too much. So yeah, let's do this. Get comfortable. Get in your sacred space and evaluate. What are these energies, these emotions, these feelings? What is it manifesting in your life? These feelings of pessimistic, feeling defeated before you even fucking start. Some of you, something that you felt was supposed to be taught to you at a young age from parental role models or whomever, you felt like you didn't get that training, that lesson, so you feel discouraged overall. You try to stay in safe situations, but you're playing it small. I'm hearing the weather advisory in your neighborhood. Pay attention to that. Flood, severe thunderstorm, power outage. We had that last night. We were out of power for some hours. I was really, really concerned about my fishes. But anyway, let's move on. What is your past self? Because with the shadow, it could be your past self still lurking in that shadow. This could be your past you looking at you on the road being scared. Or it could be your future self looking at you at the beginning of the road like, come on, come on. So you could be looking at yourself and thinking it's something horrifying there because you can't see it. So let's see. What does your past self want you to know right now? What does your past self want you to know right now? We have the Star. And we have the Emperor comes out for the third time today. So we have Aries and Aquarius showing up. And we have the Temperance with Sagittarius. So we have a bit of air and fire. It doesn't have to be. This could be seasons, right? You need to let your heart soar with the Temperance. Some sort of reassurance that you need. Hey, you need to have some sort of moderation. This is a healing quest, a healing mission. Something about when your heart races, you feel like it's a bad sign. Vulnerability feels too intense and discomfort to you. You run back to something that feels safe, but it's miserable. It leaves you pessimistic and hopeless. What are you doing to yourself here? Emperor could have father dilemmas involved, not knowing who your father really were, or there was an absent dad. Could be a dad that was always around but still not there. Something about healing father dilemmas. Some sort of question or reassurance. I need answers, or I need more answers. I need more direction, more information, is gnawing at someone. Do you see how this eagle is like gnawing at the face? It's like it's picking at someone. Someone could also have bad habits of hurting themselves. Could be scratching, cutting, biting, or something that's painful to the skin. It's irritating to the skin. Somebody does it as a habit, as a coping mechanism. Listen, some of you has this bright white light. I'm also getting that after a star has died, the energy is still moving through the ethers. Energy doesn't die. So some of you may be afraid of your own masculine frame or spirit. It's like you have this hero template inside of you, but you're not releasing it. You're not tapping into it. So what does your past self want you to know? That you are protected. Your past self wants you to know that you should have been on this healing mission from a long time ago, but it's okay. We're at the start now. Don't turn back around. Use the light, your inner light, to guide you forward. If you need to go slow, go slow. You're going to get some bumps and bruises here. You're going to get some scare. Hold the vision and trust who you are. I'm hearing daddy is here. Daddy is there. Dad is there looking. The stars are looking back at you. So there's stars. Some of you could be related to star people, sky people. You have a great, powerful ancestor here that's whispering, breathing life, giving you strength, showing you things. So I'm getting this vibe. And call me crazy if you want in a comment box. But I feel like some of you are on this mysterious path. And this could be a mind thing. This could be all psychically going on in your mind. Or literally you had a dream of this narrow path or this hillside or trees. And it was drawing you in. You thought you saw eyes staring back at you. That could either be your past self trying to show you that you could go through this, or this is an ancestor, archangel, guardian angels, an assigned guide that's been with you. Could be from your father's side, or this is going to lead you to healing farther wounds. A map is here with the constellation of the stars. There's a map here. Wow. And you're that skilled sailor. You could weather the storm by midnight. Weather the storm. Weather the storm. So there's a storm going on in you. And it could be from a past situation with your father or the men in your life. Theatrical energy. This is very spiritual with the star. Spiritual healing, spiritual guidance, spiritual insights. Start with spending a lot of time at night. Maybe some of you are seeing spirits. At night, those of you that have strong Scorpio, you see spirits, you see shadows, and that's discouraging you. Why is the temperance here? What is it about the temperance? There's an energy or stream of love that's guiding you here. Starlight, star bright, moving through the ethers to help you here. Okay, so your past self is trying to tell you about this path. It's that it's pointing you in the direction of your purpose. Some sort of conscious energy or energy is flowing through. This magical, mystical energy is here, but it's coming in like a starlight. There's hope. You need to find hope within yourself. You could do this. You are a powerful strategic manifester, but you need to trust these abilities. And we could sit here and talk about it from now until kingdom come, but if you don't believe in your emperor abilities, if you don't believe that you could take control back of your life, you're going to forever be at this path of beginning your healing process. You're going to feel like, what's the point? I have no hope. You know, what was done to me was done to me. I'm going to stay here while I feel like I'm in control. Fuck that I'm miserable. Fuck that I'm like losing hope in life. Fuck that I'm wasting my life and stinking. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, your attitude stinks. You always discourage. You're like a black hole to stand by, because you become this person where you're trying to show others life is not that great. Life is like what it is, you know. Be careful. Be mindful on how you project your energy on people here, because you could be instilling fear in the others, holding them back from their true purpose. So be careful. You have a masculine spirit here as well, or there was too much damage done by masculine people. The temperance is showing up from your past self, that you have this protector, you have this caregiver's energy. You need to center yourself around your values, about your requirements you have on yourself, and you kind of need to recommit, or you kind of need to put that back into focus here with the temperance. Your past self is trying to tell you, you need to center yourself when you feel afraid. You need to know that this is part of your fulfillment, even though it's very dangerous at times. You cannot control the weather here. You cannot control the energies here. This is why you have that guardian angel. This is why you have that assigned guide that's protecting you, giving you strength and hope that you need. Why are you, it's like a disgrace. It's like you're not letting that inspiration penetrate you. Some of you may have been excellent caregivers to a present parent, and because of that, it discouraged you from you following your own path. So stop using that as an excuse, whether it was your grandma, whether it was a sick child, a parent. You could lift this bike up off of you. Maybe some of you suffered a sprain or a hurt, and it discouraged you. That hurt was too much. It blocked you in, kept you in a safe shell, kept you doing safe things. It's funny because I'm getting like two different vibes of, I stayed in my comfort zone. This could also be stay with what felt familiar pains, but because of this familiar pain, you kept getting involved in very dangerous situations. And again, that could be a form of internal death. Your purpose is going to be found at the end of this path. I'm also getting Hecate, the guide, the oracle, or the narrator, the narrative of your purpose is here. So you are getting guidance. And I said Hecate because it was a symbolism. It was a representation of actually receiving divine guidance. It doesn't have to be Hecate. It was just an example. Don't get crazy. It's almost like you're the oracle, or there's an oracle. There's like whispers telling you about this path, why you need to take it. It could also be your past self. The same thing that's guiding you to start, to take that first crucial step, will be at the end waiting for you. Something is going on behind the scenes. You feel it energetically, almost like gearing up for Christmas Day or gearing up for your birthday. That feeling of excitement, of hope, but you're writing it off. You're writing it off because you're fucking scared. Everybody has moments of fright. But how long are you going to continue discouraging yourself is what I'm getting at. Your past self wants you to take a look at this, what you're doing. They want you to see hope and faith within yourself, within humanity. You have this assumption, but you need to detach from what you think may happen. Hey. And sometimes you're going to get caught in something that you have no control over. You just have to ride the wave. Do not fight this, or else it's going to blow your ship to smithereens. Let the ship do what it does on the wave, on the ocean, on the emotional waves, while you navigate, while you hold firm, while you stay centered at that captain wheel. You let that boat rock. You let that don't try to force the boat to cut through waves, because the waves is going to bust your boat up. Your emotions is going to fuck your moves up. Stay centered. If you don't know how to stay centered, think of something that makes you feel safe. You go there, but you also keep walking forward. You keep moving forward. So whatever makes you feel safe, it could be something in the simplest of form. You concentrate on it. Tell yourself, I know I could do this. I am alive and I'm strong and I'm capable. I'm capable of healing myself. I'm capable of overcoming familiar patterns. You tell yourself. You build, you reinstate, you reinforce, you restore your faith in yourself. We have star ancestors transmissions coming in. Some of you, what you think you're seeing in the dark may be your angels trying to, but you have to face this fear. And only you could do that. They're just on standby waiting for you to call an assistant. But the Most High knows your heart. The Most High knows your strength. The Most High know what you're capable of, right? So when you call for help and it does not respond, do not get discouraged. This is simply telling you that you have what it takes to make it happen. Nobody has abandoned you, hey? But you're abandoning yourself. So maybe there was an absent parent, or you had to shove your dreams in the toilet, flush it down, or you had to put your dreams to the back burner in the back of the closet, whatever. You could still get back to it and feel okay. Something that you put off for 2-3 years because life happened. There was a series of events that you couldn't control, and it left you feeling. You could always go back to these projects. You could always go back to this education. You could always go back to this thing and feel okay. Feel centered. Feel proud. All right. So there could be a list of things or projects that you're leaving incomplete. You need to go ahead and complete those. That's just simple steps. Reassuring you that you could do things, you could clean it up, nothing is left open. All right, so start small. Take out your to-do list, your not to-do list, and you're going to complete at least 2 things a day to reassure you, to reprogram your brain that you could go through with something that's coming towards you, because you're going to need that centered energy. Now I want to go over something else. Hold on, let me check my journals. Those of you know that I'm a scribe, so I have many tarot journals, but I also my son is home. My son came up, so yeah, I have many tarot journals, but I also honor the card meanings. I'm just gonna look through some pages here. Hold on. If I could get the right journal. That was not the right journal there. Yeah, I feel like you guys want a play-by-play. And if you don't get this play-by-play, you discourage yourself. You have a habit of doing that. All right? So let's talk about the star. I'm getting that you really need to expect the unexpected. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I'm getting that with the star, you kind of tend to get involved in the ideals, things that are alive and well in the mind, but not really in the physical. And it brings a lot of letdown. I'm also getting that you're going to have to navigate between your ideas and the truth. The stars showing up, a word from your past self is that they are solutions here, but you have to trust and believe in yourself to create it. Some of you are waiting for something to magically happen. You're waiting for somebody to come in and rescue you like FEMA. I know you guys hear them sirens. You feel like there's no hope. And a lot of people, or some people around you, are starting to see that about you. Like, you don't believe in yourself, but you act very masculine, controlling, and demanding. People are starting to see through that this is just a facade of you being scared. What you scared for? That scaredness is blocking something here. Do you honestly believe that you can? With whatever you want to do here, whatever you want to achieve, do you really believe that you can? That is nothing to comment in a comment box. That is something for you to dwell on, to stew on in this Scorpio season. You need to tap into that personal light, all right? If you need to express yourself, see that there's a power in expression. Maybe you have been expressing yourself and you're looking for help, or you would like help. But generally, you have to save yourself. You have to find a peace within. Something that you need to make peace with that's bothering you about an emperor, a masculine. Maybe there's a guy or woman with masculine energy. You can't seem to, it just seems hopeless with this person, and it's reflecting in your own personal goals. Listen, that relationship is separate from your growth. You guys are leaving hopeless situation discourage you from other aspects of your life. Whatever didn't work out with that particular person, maybe you had a lot of high hopes for this person, but the both of you were unable or afraid to move towards each other. You're going to have to let that be what it is. Let it be what it is. Stop giving yourself a power trip here. I don't like this. If you're in a successful career and you have a lot of energy, it's because it's safe, it's predictable, but you're miserable here. You're good at it, but you're miserable because of what it is, what you keep going through with it. Also, again, you need to be careful of masculine spirits that's trying to stop you from what you expect out of them. It's something with this masculine emperor energy. Okay, so some of you, you had an absent father figure or someone that was just not around, and I feel like you're drawn to men or masculine energies the same way. Power trips, very masculine, could be in their looks, their features, their voice, but they're like power trips. Hey, they always seem to want to have power over you. Something needs to establish here with law and order in your life. Something is very chaotic and out of order. There could also be people that wants to dominate you. They want to dominate you because of your expectations on them. So your fears, you're projecting fears on people. And I feel like if you don't get your act in order, you're going to cause a lot of chaos with these people. And I feel like they're going to sense that you're going through a power trip. Like you want to be dominant and controlling over other people's life, but they don't see you controlling and dominating your life. People are seeing that about you. That this strong sense of reliable is just a front. It's just a front here. So some of you are afraid to take control of your life, so you're taking control of other people's life. Interesting. Some of you could have witnessed very strong arguments with your parents, or some sort of, it's something that you saw with your parents that you didn't understand, and I feel like you don't have the full story. You don't have the full story, and I don't think you would ever get to that full story until you go down this path. This mission. You have to face your fears. Some of you don't want to know what happened. You're afraid of what you might find out. The temperance being here too could talk about is too much chaos in your life. It's too emotionally chaotic. You need to find some sort of harmony. The Temperance is not a balance card for me. It talks about maintaining harmony in the midst of chaos. This is moderation card as for me as a reader. It talks about being mindful. It's too much of something here. It's not moderate. Some of you, there needs to be a harmony between your desires and your needs. Some of you, you push away your needs. You push away your needs and you're more concerned in controlling other people's life. You need to practice more self-control with the Temperance. Wow. You have to be willing to compromise, or you're a people pleaser and you compromise too much. Some of you go back to the dictionary and find out, reread what compromise means and how does it manifest. How does that word, that action manifest in your life? Something is unnecessary here, unnecessary behaviors. The stars are looking at you. You want information, you want answers, but you create problems instead of the answers. Or this is someone that's doing that around you. You need this moderation to complete or create this balance that you're looking for. If you don't know what those words mean, you forgot, or you just never got around, feel no way to educate yourself on different words. Up your vocabulary so you could up your manifestations. So compromise, self-control. Check your virtues, create new virtues, recommit to the virtues, but you need to remain centered. Your vitality and your well-being is very, very important. You are straining yourself with some sort of unnecessary behavior. So we could look at this as a teachable moment. What does this path of shadow have entailed for you? This could also be, what does your past self want you to know in this very moment? All my viewers are timeless. Teachable moments for teachable spirits, coachable spirits, people that are students of the University of Life. They are continuously improving as they move, all right? Let's get a card from your ancestors or angels here, because we have the Temperance and that's a calling card. Yep. This is my calling card for when my ancestors want to communicate or they want me to open my eyes to some sort of insight or some sort of cosmic coincidence. You know what I'm saying? We have the star ancestor. So you guys do have star ancestors, holy, honorable, healthy, angelic ancestors that has made it to their destination, that's looking back at you at night. They made it wherever they needed to go. So let's talk about it. Let's see what your angels and ancestors has to say. Let it be great. Let it be great. Just one card. Thank you. We have broken arrows. So some sort of war has finished. We have the Shaman energy to the bottom of the deck. Overall energy. So you do have a hero's healer energy. Some of you may be afraid to trust in this higher force. Something about it makes you cringe. It's like you're all into it. You would do the research, but to actually go through with it, you climb up there, you get discouraged, you let little unnecessary behaviors or people get to you. And your angels, your ancestors want you to know you can't do that no more. That's not a good reason. It's not a good. So it says embrace the energy of peace. So some of you, peace feels unsafe to you. You are accustomed to chaotic, could even be violent surroundings, hostile people that you're trying to work with. You're so accustomed to tapping into this very hostile masculine spirit that you don't see that things that are coming into your path is for you to shift out of that, but it feels unsafe to you. This card is asking you to let go. The arrows are broken because it's asking you to let go the need to defend yourself. You have a power trip going on with either you or whoever you're concerned about that could be involved. But this reading is dedicated to you. We're on the path of the shadow here. All right? And we're doing it because it's an eclipse season, it's Scorpio. So we're using the energy of Scorpio to look into the darkness, look into the shadow. We're not afraid to do that no more because we want deeper connections. We want deeper enriched lives, right? You with me or you ain't with me? Just let me know. So Peace may feel unsafe to you. This card is a big peace symbol. All right. Some of you are working against your angelic guides and ancestors. They're all around you. You were never alone. Even when bad things happened that you were not in control of, you could not help yourself. These angels was there. Some of you were like, well, why didn't they protect me? Why didn't they stop it? It's something about that tragedy, that dangerous situation. It was meant to break you into this shaman energy. Some of you are keepers of some sort of blueprint here. And it's embedded deep down inside of you. And it could be triggered. This shaman energy is triggered when you're in very hostile situations with this storm twice going on here. So this is your ship. This is your emotional body rocking in and out. You have to do this in a fearless way. Be prepared to talk about things that's very uncomfortable, very hard, but ultimately is going to bring you peace. Some of you have this shield. You need to lower it. You are protected. Something is going to happen that's going to wash, or you're going to end up in a current and it's going to push you down this dark, shadowy path. So whether you want to go down it or not, I feel like you're at a point where you cannot go anymore. You cannot procrastinate anymore. Some sort of argument, a past resentment may be ending. Some sort of disagreement may come to a resolution or peace now. This could be internal conflict with yourself. Make peace with it. Some of you, the person that seemed like the enemy is going to be forming an alliance here with you, or you're going to form an alliance with your guides. Pay attention to your meditation, what comes into the meditation. Pay attention to your dream. Hold on. I feel like I'm wheezy. My throat chakra is like closing up on me. Hold on. I'm going to pause it because I'm going to take my medicine. Pause. Unpause. Sorry about that. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to take my meds. I'm also hearing that somebody likes to apologize a lot. People pleasing vibes. So harmony, serenity. Look to your community. Find very safe or very uplifting areas in your town, in your community, where you could go and take a walk, where you could get some fresh air. Peace is here, but you're not taking the requirements or you're not creating it for yourself. Drop your shield. You are protected. Drop your shield. Lower your masculine shield. You are protected here. Drop your masculine shield. You are protected here. Listen, some of you are going to get some wisdom or very, very divine guidance, and it may scare the fuck out of you. It may scare you to scream or to run. But it's coming to you because you're working against yourself. Your past self wants you to know that you don't need to fight. You don't need to fight anymore. You don't need to fight. Something is coming to wash your darkness away. So it could be some sort of bird or a cat or a shooting star. So some of you may see a shooting star, and that may be the reassurance that some sort of darkness has been wiped or rinsed or washed away from you. And I feel like you're going to sense it because it's not going to be as hasty or destructive or scary as it once was. So be mindful of that. Pay attention. Get your notes out. Document it. Some of you have this shaman energy and it's going to come out soon. Ooh. So that's that inner healer's energy. Some of you are like, yeah, I heal people. You need to quit. You need to have moderation on who you're trying to heal or who you're trying to help, because it may not be wanted here. Stop trying to be a father to everyone. Stop trying to be everybody's savior, everybody's hero. Bells is going to ring off, or you're hearing like a tone in your ear. You need to trust the guidance or the angels or the ancestors that's trying to give your power back to you, what you have been given away. Ooh, some of you are fighting against this. Why? Because it's too complex. You're fighting against it because it's too complex to understand and it scares you. You have a power trip going on. Whoa. So if you don't understand something, you push it away. And that's working against you now. So the Shaman card comes up because the energy of the Shaman is guiding you. It's in you. Wow. Wow. I'm getting the Mayans vibe. You need to do some sort of stargazing to connect with these guides. I feel like if you do a stargazing, it's going to connect you with these guides in a very personal way. Allow your imagination. See what comes up when you're like gazing at the stars. What comes into your vision? Some of you might get into a trance. I feel like some of you were made to feel like this is all like demonic, or it's like pushing away some sort of faith that you should be following. I don't know, but you gotta heal yourself. Hey, the Shaman is trying to aid you on this quest. So it could be some religious factors that's contradicting what's happening to you, and you're trying to write it off as demonic. This is you trying to release some sort of work. This is you trying to release some sort of lower energy. So you could keep telling yourself whatever you want to tell yourself, but you're going to keep repeating this. You're going to keep repeating this because you lack trust in your spiritual energies. You lack trust in the divine. You lack trust in source. Wow. So you're going to keep repeating some sort of negative pattern with your masculine spirit and masculine men, or the men in your life. I feel like I'm one of those like big sisters that tell you how it is. And, you know, I do care about your feelings. I do care about how I come off or how I'm speaking, the tone, but it's like I'm that big sister that's telling you, hey, you need to have more faith. You need to be more into you. You need to believe more in yourself. All right. Some of you are giving away your power, your energy to unnecessary things, behaviors, and situation. And these guides are trying to pull it back to you, and you're fighting it. You're afraid. You think this is demonic? Okay. If you say so, I'm not here to kind of convince you or persuade you otherwise. I'm just here to read the cards, and that's what I'm picking up. You think this is something that's away from holiness or something, but this is you trying to release lower energies. This is your body. This is your higher self. This is your past self trying to alleviate you from these things by calling out your emotions that you're constantly living in. And some of you know it. You know that you want something else. You know that it's more to life, but you talk yourself. You tell yourself a lot of bullshit. And people are going to start seeing you as a bullshitter if you don't clean that shit up. Because they're going to see you as constantly projecting or adding or trying to do something in their life, but you're not doing it in yours. So it's like, what? Why would I take advice from someone that's not even living like that in theirs? So the bell is going to ring off. Some of you, a bird is going to call to you, and this is going to be reassurance that it has begun. Whether you want it or not, it has begun in Scorpio season, eclipse season. So do what you want, or you're going to do what you need to do. You have been giving out your power to some. Okay. So yesterday I was doing a bunch of readings as well, and I did one that who or what is against you. A lot of you, you know what is against you. You know what is actively trying to stop you from getting further in life, from healing, from being more that you could be, but you're acting clueless, and that is self-sabotage. That is acting as your enemy. So I'm gonna leave it there, sugar boo-boos, my tarot babes, my night owls. And yeah, I hope I'm praying that you have the courage to see the chains that's holding you back. And I pray that you have the courage to break them. All right. So let me know. Jump down in the comment box below and let me know what you guys think. see in the description box, I have updated some information on how you could help the channel, how you could get in contact with me. So take a look in that description box. And yeah, I do have a poll that's going on in my community page for readings that you want to see more of. So this was just a path to your shadow, a path of your shadow here with the Scorpio season. I wanted to kind of like take advantage of that intense subtext type of vibe. So I'm gonna just mosey on out. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, a wonderful night. I hope your nights are like mystical and amazing and alluring and magical, because I'm a night person. And I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.